I think both teams did a really nice job in the background, doing their homework, setting themselves up for the most amount of success possible as we jump in. Godlike opening a couple of seconds, but LG bounced back with a handful of kills, able to battle back and find themselves the early lead. And this is the thing about it, Godlike, I'm sure, is very thrilled to have takeoff.
Them start like this as we see how Luminosity actually starts to slowly fall in their way. I would say that the kills are arguably sort of similar, but Neutrino, surprisingly enough, hasn't found the success that he'd like, at least at first, as he got taken down by MB. Big over there takes that kill and shoots that barrel well as well. LG doing a phenomenal job in here to start off with the right foot, which is exactly what they want to do, thinking about the fact that, well, Godlike has been looking super clean on the search and destroy. So, as I mentioned, Hardpoint, you're really important, gonna have a huge impact as we all begin to move on to point number 2.
Yeah, good little bounce back here from Godlike, making things mixy on the exit from 1 over to 2. LG stacked up over towards window side. Up top, Bandwash able to kick things off the first eliminations. 100 Killer also scouting out to see how Godlike are trying to hit this, and the kills for Godlike just aren't fully there. So LG from the front, able to successfully break and move the spawns around on the left side of the minimap. Kills on the outside also, creating a little bit of space here for LG to work with. Godlike trying to kind of hit this in multiple facets, and it really hasn't worked out all that well. Couple of kills for Trunks, but largely speaking, LG in firm control of the hill.
Surprisingly enough, the side of Godlike is not taking too much value off of those kills. LG, on the other part, every time they get a kill, they make sure that there's someone inside of those objectives. Yeah. 20 seconds still left, and they seemingly continue to have a whole lot of control up in their hands. There's going to be the push from 4 members at the same time from Godlike, and that's finally the push they needed. But there's MB with the double to clean them off. There's Band to remain 2 that were inside of the kill, and just like that, the scrap time wheel, or could have been in their favor, but they're like, you know what, we're already far ahead. We can just bounce to the next one.
And this is where things can get really dangerous. LG have 4 operators at the ready as they try to set themselves up forward for the 3rd hill. They can turn this into a huge snowball, but Godlike are starting to kind of get themselves back into this game. Couple of good kills on the opening. No operators have been spent yet. Band did try to get the Purifier out, but really it didn't get wielded, so you'll have that charge back pretty quickly. Envy with the War Machine, able to get himself a double. Neutrino trying to battle back into it. Now the Sparrow out. That will work out as Tectonic from the high ground is able to open the door. Neutrino still healthy, and good prediction as well with his War Machine. Keep Godlike in, and we got a back and forth 50-50. Our operators charged up on both sides, but Godlike, here we go. The wave's starting to come through for India, and they've held very nicely.
That's the thing, that's the value. The operators, you call it yourself. Not only Luminosity, but also Godlike doing a phenomenal job there as they now take out that gravity vortex, but not gonna be to the right side because there is Tech alongside with Van cleaning them off. Van dies, not enough. Their control is still gonna be there for them. 10 seconds left. The side of Godlike did, and with the operators and the usage of their own weapons, but now as they all begin to rotate for the next one, they're gonna be slightly late to the party. The spawns are not necessarily great as Godlike continues to spawn over there on Stadium. They all have to walk all the way back. Now they finally get closer and break through quite immediately.
Yeah, great opportunity here for the claw from Trunks. Doesn't put the player in the corner though. Okay, a little bit of a miss, and now all of a sudden LG find themselves favored in the kill feed. And with the Annihilator out, that'll be enough to turn the tides and get LG right back into the hard point. So again, small moments where it looks like Godlike are about to find their crack through the code, but it doesn't quite fully get all the way through. Now LG really establishing their own sense of semblance here over the top of the last hard point of this rotation. Claw helping out for it, 30 seconds to battle. And Godlike have to hit this all from the front. Caught on reload though, Envy will drop. Prevail gets himself an opening double, and this is what I'm talking about. The SMGs for Godlike wake up at the exact right moment, and a good break comes through, at least to contest a little bit of extra time until Vague and the rest of LG reinforce and reclaim the hill.
And that's been the biggest issue. Yes, the back and forth between the kills is quite noticeable, but now more and more ahead. LG doing a tremendous job, not only doubling, but nearly tripling the amount of points that the rivals have right now. We're gonna get head towards P1 reset in here at a distance. Washi is gonna be covering them from up above, looking over on red. Envy from the inside, try to make it work, but there's a nade that's gonna crush his dream, but not the teams, as Band is hiding behind that fountain, making sure that they getting time in. It is just so difficult for Godlike that once they make the break that they are so good at doing to actually hold it this time around.
Yeah, that's the exact point I was going to go to, is there's been good moments for Godlike kind of breaking down LG, but it's not with enough control to actually dominate after the break gets happened. So the re-break attempts from LG have been really clean so far, which is why we're seeing more than double the points essentially here in favor of LG. Godlike doing a nice job here over the top of Fountain, keeping things contested at worst, if not finding a little bit of time here and there. Kills also on the exit looking really good. So we start to look over towards the minimap, and again, that left side is where Godlike will be spawning. Proximally, they will be closer to getting in towards B2. But we saw this last rotation around. LG looking to stack up through window side. And they've already got a handful of members contested the back staircase. That will be good for, again, another 50-50 over the top of the new hill.
Yeah, that was just huge for Godlike. Over 30 seconds inside of the hill will put them around 40 or so behind. And they're first inside of the hill. If I'm not mistaken, that's Aviz, who is now making sure that they stay alive, but at a distance. Gets knocked out by Envy. Washi immediately realizes that there's an opening in here, gets inside, goes for that kill, takes it like it's nothing, goes for the double, and kills him as well. Triple in here, only gonna be an assistance, but LG gonna clean them all so quickly. Now there's Bake now using this claw, already 23 kills, going for more damage onto the opponents. A double kill out of nowhere. The smoke is not gonna stop his play style. He likes to be aggressive, he likes to go forward, he likes to make it happen, and in here LG are doing so. 152 points, and they continue to control the smoke. Is playing so huge in their way.
Yeah, and the thing about this here, LG, they're happy to be up by 50, but honestly speaking, Godlike is doing a really solid job of just keeping themselves in the game. All it takes is one little momentum shifter. Can they find a way to get a solid setup or a hold and maybe pull back this game to be completely level? Because 54 points is not the greatest sum in the world. So LG will rotate over towards 3 early. Envy trying to kind of be a little bit of a rat and sneak away, but does not quite find anything on the exit. So now Godlike with a chance to break. Just the Hardpoint opens. Claw being a part of it. Nice shots here from Trunks. We also hear the Gravity Vortex gun going off in the background. Envy taking himself out of the picture. This could be the moment. Godlike with numbers. Ban trying to find a way to stay alive, but he will be cut down just before he can find entry, and Godlike will break.
But Godlike has already used plenty of your utilities. They got a couple more over on the side of LG. Let's see if they decide to use them. One of them is going to be Washi at the entrance. Washi trying to walk through, gonna make it happen. Bay gonna help him out, gets taken down. Prevail inside, goes for the double, not gonna happen, and that is not going to allow AG to get any more time in. Neutrino inside with the double, managed to survive nearly, takes out another weapon, not gonna be enough, and that is still no problem for Trunks, who went inside alongside with Learn. LG, 5 seconds. They still try to fight it off. And I'd say that, well, Godlike's 0.4 and 1 rotation could be huge here.
I'm not a big fan of Godlike sending as many resources as they did early to P4, because there is still a lot of time left to fight for in the scrap. And with an 8-second lockdown before the hardpoint opens, LG are essentially getting away with murder here, because now they can rotate and have a chance to break immediately. Prevail, Trunks, good openers, but Tectonic and Washi break things down. The Annihilator, a huge part of the reason why. 179 to 126. LG in the hardpoint continuing to earn some more score. Godlike, you got to feel like this is where it starts to become panic time for them. Good shutdown from Neutrino, so Tectonic can't get the Sparrow into play. Now he's got a War Machine to play with. Right through the window, able to connect for 1, and Godlike reestablish control. 30 seconds to fight for. Do they read the spawns, though, for LG, which are currently splitting the map?
That's right. I mean, they're making sure that they cannot get inside through any entrances. There's Neutrino with the War Machine taking 1, with the War Machine shooting at a distance, making sure that LG just cannot come through. Now, there's still 15 seconds left that are going to be super, super good for the side of Godlike if they manage to control, but that's not going to be no easy. That triple for Trunks, destroying once again with the Fennec. Has the opportunity to use the Hunter Killer drone. Not going to connect, but still has that Fennec, has that Bread Missile at a distance. We're questioning if it's going to be possible for Trunks to do it, and he makes it happen. By the way, he's already on a 7 spree looking for more damage to be done in here. Finally, Envy gonna end that reign of terror, but the damage has been settled. The advantage is still 40
Missile called in immediately as soon as he comes off respawn, and that's going to be enough to get banned out of the picture and allow Godlike to, again, find some critical time here on the first hill. Tectonic waiting for assistance before he can really commit to try to play this angle over towards Fountain. And here comes the hit from LG. Smoke covering the left side of the Fountain perspectively for LG. Kills not fully coming through yet, though. Hold on a second. Godlike are still finding ways to keep this mixy. Neutral goes the hard point. 197 to 165. Godlike continue to chip away little by little, point by point. But they have to win a rotation somewhere, and with 18 seconds still to play here on P1, we got to see if they can find a way to get across the map and set themselves up for the second hill.
It's just insane how Luminosity manages to nearly always have pretty good control over point number 1 here on takeoff. It's super difficult to do so, but they make it seem simple in multiple situations here now. Already broke through that 200-point barrier, less than 40 seconds away from success. There's Envy with the clean double inside of the hill, eventually gets taken down. There's Abyss to make it happen now with the Sparrow at a distance, begins to shoot those arrows. Can he actually pull through? Godlike have to be near perfect, but that's not going to be possible. Double for Washington.
Clean, not what you want there at all. You can't have that there. The Sparrow doesn't connect really whatsoever. Now all of a sudden LG, they've got the Purifier, the War Machine out. They can absolutely win the game, but the Gravity Vortex comes to respond. Godlike have to find a break, and they have to find a rotation. Kills still coming through. Prevail is on an absolute heater. 41 total kills. Can the rest of his team step up and find a way to keep Godlike in the game? 25 seconds remaining. LG could technically still put themselves right on the precipice of winning this game, but it's going to have to take a rotation out of them. They've over the top. Going to do it with the SMG. Gets 2, but Trucks beats it with the claw, and Godlike will hold on. Now we look towards rotation.
That's right, everybody's moving. Inside of the hill, there's already Big in, moving all the remaining allies. Strong still at a distance, already on a force spree using that claw. And we already saw Big using that claw as well. They take huge value off of it. Let's see in this rotation that's going to work out, because everybody's just all over the place, both entrances with both teams at the same time trying to get in. That is going to be a kill for Trunks. That is going to be super important at a distance. There's Washi here with the Annihilator. The initial 10 seconds could be now going for LG.
Shutdown comes through from the Annihilator, though. 232 to 200. Godlike spawning down towards Medbay. They have to find the kills from the front. And so far, so good. The equalizer from Prevail almost gets more than just the opener. But is that enough? Neutrino following up with the War Machine, making life miserable for LG inside the Hardpoint. The kills keep on coming, and they don't stop coming. 6 kills for Neutrino. Prevail also still a part of the picture as Neutrino pulls off a flawless War Machine. 8 kills with it. He's fully streaked except for the EMP, which he's just a kill away from. There it is. Fully streaked out. Not quite able to get the double. LG could still win this. Have to find a way to break, though. Godlike need to win transition. Can they hold on with the last couple of members? What does LG choose to do? They're going to play for rotation, and a Bread Missile's there to meet them. Godlike are doing it.
That's all they need, 9 seconds, but there's the use of the utilities. We saw the score streaks there by Neutrino. Now Band inside with a Fennec, tries to clean it off, finds the first kill. All they need is 10 seconds, 9 to be precise. Turns around, goes for that kill. Not gonna be possible. Godlike still making it happen. Double for Abyss, who continues to be inside. Envy try to go through with the War Machine. Not gonna be possible. LG finally gonna break through. 5 seconds away from victory. There's Tech with the Grog, keeping things at bay with the shots to the door. Gets the
players like Tech that were able to help things out, and yeah, he lets them know about it right in the middle. I still say, though, that is a massive... No idea. I assume, though, with them picking it, I imagine that they will start on the defense. Yep, that's indeed the case. So Godlike will be starting defensively. LG right off the get-go. 5-man hit over towards B. Nades over the top, in towards mid. Godlike are giving up the B site completely, though, looking for a heavy stack at A. So a bit of a blind counter on both sides. Smoke will cover the cross, should allow enough opportunity for Envy to get this plant stretched, and that's indeed the case. Neutrino was looking for spam, but it comes up empty. So into the 5v5 post plant, Washi kicks things off with the first blood through mid.
Goes for the surprise plays and makes it happen through the smoke. Plants that bomb. Less than 40 seconds left. Neutrino tries to push through mid. It's not going to be an easy task. They're already expecting a push from their own spawn. Not going to have the kill, but Tech does. Washi as well. And all of a sudden, there's only 2 members alive on the side of Godlike, getting dominated at a distance. Tries to defend himself. Prevail not going to actually make it happen now as Neutrino finds a kill. Washi takes his 3rd of the round, and just like that, with an interesting way of starting, that round goes their way.
Yeah, tone setter right there for LG. And again, I think if you're Godlike, you kind of shrugged that round off. You predicted a heavy A hit, it all went B. Trying to break down a 5v5 post plant against LG on that B site, not all that plausible. Nades coming on the top for both sides this time. Godlike showing a lot more force defensively at B, and it does push off any early attempts from Luminosity. On top of that, Band has stayed over towards trailer side, so he's pretty confident that no one's playing up and close, but there could still be players inside a trailer. That'll be the big question mark as LG look to plant over towards A, but They quickly get on in, get the SMGs to take control, and now once again we go 5v5 post plant. Washi again kicks us off with another first blood.
That's right, that's gonna begin to be an issue yet again for the Indian team. Waiting patiently behind that bomb, the side of LG will opt to defend. All they have to do is wait for what could be eventually a surprise or a desperate rather play for the side of Godlike. They get that kill onto Washi, immediately pushing for more. Rebel did not realize that there was someone inside of the trailer. Gets taken down, they go for that kill, try to knock him down.
They hopped it, he's still on for the defuse. That's gonna be enough, I think he gets the defuse off, sure does. Oh man, I love the call. I mean, you kind of see
didn't even
it.
notice.
It's like Navy SEALs. You've got pre-fire on one doorway, someone else is pre-firing through the smoke, and then you just get on, you hop it, and LG are so worried about trying to find the kills that they kind of lose sight of the bomb site itself. So a little ninja coming through for Godlike ties us up at 1. And for the first time, we'll see LG come out of spawn with a bit more patience, although that said, it's only tempered rebuild a bit. They're pushing all the way through 10, and no one was looking for that play whatsoever. Banned with the double base following up, and they're not done yet. Prevail eventually pushes them off, but that clearance will allow a free plant for LG at A.
I mean, it was either the 10 ban or find a quadra on that round. Luckily enough for Godlike, that's not going to be the case, but bombs down. NB does it again. Now a 3v2. The trade was just not favorable for Godlike. They all begin to rethink their strategy. Seemingly gonna be pushing here through A-Long. Thinking about that push at a distance. Washi still trying to snipe him down. Not gonna be possible yet. There's a push from Trunks. Big going to the fend, and just like that, NB will finish him off.
Yeah, great post plant setups here for LG. The only thing that's foiled it so far is, again, that sneak right underneath their noses of the defuse from the previous round. So I'm looking at this saying, LG have shown us a hard B hit, an attempt to go B again, and then quickly wrap back towards A. And then that round, very uncharacteristic. We don't see it all that often. A double SMG push through mid. This has got to have Godlike all up in their heads in terms of where are they going? How do we deal with this? There's so many things to worry about. And fortunately, off the get-go, what was a good set nade, Neutrino is able to finally get Godlike an early numbers advantage, finding 2 through mid-map.
In a way, Luminosity trying to be as unpredictable as possible, but Godlike's responses to them, not necessarily a bad one. So far in here, they yet again try something different. The grenade kill by Tech was definitely a good startup, but they've lost 2 members. Banned Vague out of the picture now. Washi thinking about throwing a nade at a distance. It's not gonna make it any simpler. 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock as LG tries to find some sort of opening in here.
They're just looking for timing. Oh my goodness! That timing, that pixel peak could not have been slimmer of margins, and that may be the door opened. In a 4v3, LG were the ones who had to find something to go their way. And now, there's an opportunity for them to know that they very likely have Godlike split between both of these 2 sites. So they're going to get a 3v2 over at A. First contact good for Prevail. Keeps his life. Spam coming out. Doesn't quite finish him off. Eventually gets the kill, but it's all down to Tech. 40 seconds on the clock. 1v2. No bomb in hand. Knows he's got a player playing up towards mid, and he's looking to isolate, but I love this from Godlike. They just back off and say, if you want to plant over at A, sure, we're going to give you a 1v2. But it just comes down to, will they actually convert it? Because Tech will get this plant off without much concern.
Yeah, he'll get it just like that, but it's still a 1v2. Has to be cautious about this interaction. But we all know Tech. We all know how clutch he can be on several situations, and this could be one of them. And Godlike knows it.
Yeah.
They gotta play it smart.
It's just all about how they find him, and they do right there. Okay, so Tech was kind of looking to see what they're going to come from runs back. I mean, there's so many opportunities to where this double stack for Godlike. We see you. Not to be pushed aside. 2-2. Really big round right there for Godlike.
Really, really big round in there to even them out. I gotta say that was great. That was great. As quickly as possible, they had to take down Tech, and that's exactly what happened. They didn't even allow him to go for like a sneaky flank or just try to surprise them one by one. That was just not the situation. And oh my God, that nade was tremendous. Unfortunately, not enough. Prevail with a kill. Trunks with the next one. The follow-up for the side of LG is just not there.
Yep. Tempo switch here from Godlike. They say we're have enough of you guys kind of controlling and dictate the speed of this map. And this time it's open nades over towards the backside of A, and then a double hit up through mid. And now you've even got a sniper rifle and a B is controlling backside B alley. So Luminosity are quite literally stuck here. There is nowhere they can go. And once more, kind of like the round previous, they're just hoping Godlike makes a mistake, over peaks, and they can find free kills. So expect to see Washi kind of just floating on an island, seeing if he can just work an angle and find a free pick to try to level the numbers up a bit.
That's right. That's exactly what they need now. There's a minute left. LG, want to play for picks, or do you want to sort of push and find a kill somewhere, somehow? In here, nothing going to happen. Still a 3v5. And with that kill, that is going to be even more deeply hurting the side of LG. Godlike now finally finding their own pace, finally finding how to do it. Godlike now first member to go down is going to be Learn. Tech still alive. Ambi going to take that opportunity to plant that bomb, but there's the push. They got to defend themselves. They're collapsing onto them at the same time. Angie gets a kill to try to answer back, goes for the double, but runs away. The way that Godlike played that was just so huge. They realized that they were both at the bomb site and just collapsed from so many different entrances that it became nearly impossible for LG to react back.
This has been a really interesting story of this first half. First 3 rounds are 2 different 5v5 post plans. One goes the way of Godlike with a little sneak ninja defuse, but LG's opening aggression allowed them quick plants. Since that point, though, Godlike have been able to come out on top with 2 straight rounds where they've had numbers advantages. And looks like this round will go back to what we saw in the first 3. 5v5 post plant, but LG do not have a lot of control back towards bathroom side. They're going to have to bunker down. The only big advantage here for LG on this post plant is the fact that this is going to take a lot of time for Godlike to clear. So it's going to have to be a mad dash onto the site for Godlike, and they're going to have to make a decision of which direction do they want to go. 3-member stack over towards the back looks like that will be the main focus. Most of this has been seen by the players inside a trailer, but they haven't found the kills as of yet. Oh, the trigger discipline from Tectonic. How good is that? He catches a couple of Godlike members out, and the kills are perfect for LG. Last one left is a Bees, and he does not have enough time to get through all 4 LG members and defuse. Impressive shot to keep the hand hot, but largely speaking, LG say, we're not going to bother trying to fight you guys early. Come to us, and it works out great for a 3-3 half.
That was good. That was good. I like that first half. Godlike in LG just proving their best in here. But now, as we flip spawns, I'd like to say that, to me, arguably, Godlike's attack strategies are quite impressive. They try to be even more unpredictable than what we've seen so far. Look at that push. It's straight from mid, through the smoke. No one knows that Trunks is here. Gonna get one, gonna go for 2 in here. Not gonna be possible. There's Prevail with the opportunity and takes a kill before dying. Turns around, Ben tries to defend. Not gonna be possible. And all of a sudden, we only have 5 players left.
That took balls, flat out, for Godlike to come through, smoke barrel, and then just mad dash through it. You're so susceptible to nade damage making a play like that. And to be fair, LG don't necessarily get caught too by surprise. They've evened up the numbers, but the advantage of isolating the LG defense has allowed Godlike now to send this to a 2v1. Tectonic, once again, last one left. And Godlike have a ton of time to work with and see if they could possibly create some doubt into what Tectonic wants to do. And at the moment, he's kind of playing halfway between both different bomb sites. He won't have a look at this hit towards A, but he will be able to rotate in a multitude of ways. He can either play it safe by rotating back, or he can get aggressive by playing through trailer, or even more so, all the way around the back of the flank.
Bombs down and 40 seconds on the clock. Tech, no new guy to this sort of situation. Last time it did not work out whatsoever. Let's see if he can change that outcome this time around, because he's taking his time as he should. Has to hurry now soon, and that's something that Godlike knows at a distance. Learn once again will knock him down. And if I'm not mistaken, on the other 1v2 could have been him, maybe Prevail. I'm not too sure. What I am sure about is the fact that Godlike once again got that lead.
Yeah, and another, again, opportunity to showcase that Godlike is not going to allow LG to control the tempo of this map. This time, again, talking about that opening hit, look what it's forced. Godlike could have forced out a lot of LG nades over towards middle, but they're not hitting it right off the get-go. So a lot of opening defensive utility has been spent just to keep them safe from that opening aggression. Envy by himself with the kilo inside a trailer. Not the standard weapon that we often see players use in this position, so he's going to have to try to play through the window and see if he can get any information. And he's got a little bit of assistance of tech just outside of barrels if he needs to bail and get back to safety.
That's right, and I am quite impressed about that kilo. I'm not too sure if that's going to have the impact that he wants. So far, no one's dead, but the time keeps going down. already went over 40 seconds, and the side of Godlike has to figure out a way to do it. But ooh, there it is. Washi, the player that had been getting the most first blood, is now gonna get knocked out of the park.
And they know where both AR players are. They know the spam from the trailer means there's only one player inside, and they also saw Tech for a moment there on this cross. Learn gets onto the bomb site. You also have a player floating through mid-map, but Learn just takes the 1v1. Woo! Impressive gunfight. Trunks now trying to change things up. Tech playing deep, gets caught a little bit by surprise, but Trunks still snaps over to the kill. Now down to Band, and it's a 1v5. 40 seconds on the clock. If he pulls this off, it'll be written in the annals of Call of Duty history. First shot's not clean, second will be there, but Trunks comes from behind, no worries, and Godlike take their first convincing lead, 5-3 cushion.
Very convincing round. I gotta say, LG got heavily outplayed in multiple situations off of that round, and because of that, like you mentioned, 2 rounds in a row going in favor of Godlike, who, like I mentioned, their offensive style on plenty of map for search and destroy has been shown across this weekend, and here's gonna be no exception. Now Trunks, maybe playing with fire over here, he was too confident, and Band and Big gonna make him pay that price.
This is all about timing for Godlike. That was not a full commitment to B. All that was Trunks seeing if he could get an opening kill and try to move the LG defense. Even though he doesn't get the elimination, he has still successfully moved LG over towards B. And the commitment from Learn is beautiful. He's going to get this plant off. It just comes down to, will he be allowed to exit? LG start to realize the follies of their setup. Nades over the top to connect, but not for a kill. Middle of the map, lurking, Vague gets taken down by a Bees. That makes safe an initial pinch. Prevail also still controlling it towards mid, but now caught by surprise. Band over the back, he gets smoked! Oh my goodness, Band had his number, but it doesn't make a difference. Now Learn over the top of the bomb site, trying to get all 3. Sees Washi at range. 1v3 opportunity for LG. Not gonna happen. Abiz takes his focus back, but what an unbelievable call for Godlike to make the quick transition to A.
Incredible way to take advantage of that situation. You said it. The way that Luminosity was playing across that map was really good, but not perfect. They had that opening over on Alpha, and immediately Godlike capitalized on it, plants the bomb, immediately goes for the kills as well. And that head glitch was just immaculate. Now Trunks gonna be pushing yet again for that kill. Big is gonna make him suffer. Not gonna be the kill that he wanted. Actually gets the kill onto Prevail, and the push continues. Now they fully commit over on Bravo, but they've lost only one member, the 1-for-1 trade as they go through.
They can still create doubt here though. This will be a commitment towards B, but keep your eye on number 4. Beans is looking through mid-map. He's trying to catch LG crossing back, seeing if the mind games have worked out. And look at the rotation. This is freaking brilliant from Godlike. Envy will scout out. Yes, this is a commitment towards B. Can they stop the plant through mid? Tectonic will be nearby. But you can see this little bit of play with time for Godlike is creating LG's doubt. Envy turns things up though as he gets in and controls tires. That's also your bomb carrier down, and now LG will commit to trying to reclaim this B site.
And that's gonna be the biggest factor, the fact that they are already in their heads. They're not too sure what to do, when to do it, how to do it. They gotta reform something.
This mental gymnastics for Godlike is absolutely mind-bending. They've re-cleared A. Seeing if they take Washi down at mid, he can't get the quick scope. Now an opportunity to either battle back towards A or just pinch the B site. Godlike, absolute masterminds on firing range search. Tie us up 7-3. Whoa, we got ourselves a series.
Oh man, I had to turn around and look at him go.
Good at it all weekend long, and they hit back with aggression of their own in that 4th round defense, and that is where lots of even chances for Godlike to come out and do what they did yesterday, which was absolutely blow SPG out of the map. See if they can find a way to do it 2 days in a row. It will be Godlike starting up on the offense. LG spamming things through mid. Abiz will kick us off, and the early hit over towards B is on the way.
Absolutely. We're going to see that nade kill for Tech. Immediately pushing for more on both sides. Look at Trunks already trying to get that kill onto Tech, who gets on top of that laundry room. Only got 1 kill. Band, Prevail gets the double. Band pushes through the smoke, tries to go for that defensive play, double for himself. Great way to stop things out, but both teams getting plenty of kills. There you go. Band and Big are gonna change the pace in there and manage to defend the side of Bravo.
Yeah, they don't get the second tick. That's the biggest thing. It was so close to being captured. But now Godlike have to come off respawn and take their focus on the other side of the map where they have not cleared too much as of yet. That said, Tectonic is the only defender now still standing. LG trying to set up the spawn trap. You've got a player down low on the left side of the map. That'll block AC. And number 5 in Washi has his eyes up towards Jim. This is everything. Godlike need to find a way to capture and move LG off this spawn trap. And they're doing so. They've got capture going on both zones at the same time. LG, you have to give up the spawn trap. You need to defend the objective. One kill comes through to prevail. But the only player still in spawn is Washi. Eventually, both zones get cleared off, but a lot of damage has been done to the tick progression. Now you take your focus to number 4 in blue. Vega's behind this entire play. It just comes down to, will he actually make a move here?
That can really be problematic, losing 2 ticks on both objectives that are once again trying to capture at the same time. There's Van finding a double kill, super clean. The defense for Washi, and although they focus so deeply on that, they managed to reveal themselves. Now Trunks in here with a Fennec. We'll find one, we'll find 2 with the help of his allied Prevail, and they continue to capture over on Bravo. Luminosity is still trying to prevent that. Washi knows that is pretty much lost, so they are gonna let it be. But a minute and 40 seconds, the side of Godlike are barely losing by lives, which means that this could be flipping really quick and could be one of the few times where you see a round of control ending by the objectives.
Godlike needs to make a decision here, though. They're still stuck over towards the previously captured B zone, and you could actually see them having a conversation. Do we go back towards our spawn and try to help toward pool, or do we try to make a play through laundry and maybe put a little bit of a spawn trap of our own in? I don't love the call, though. You only need 1 tick of progress at A. Take your focus to the freaking objective and try to get on. So now LG've got full control at mid-map. They've got bedroom control, and they still have Envy defending against their spawn trap. This is not a good look here for Godlike. They're too separated. They're trying to hunt for spawn kills, but all you need is 1 tick of progress. Why are we playing for kills? Play for the objective.
The real reason is that I don't see it whatsoever. Oh, double kill, that's gonna be huge for Aviz. Gonna clear them off. He's still going for the kills. They don't care. All the objectives somehow prevail. Finally will begin to push and try to shake things up. Not gonna be possible. That's gonna be 3 kills in a row going in favor of LG. Godlike only with 8 remaining. 30 seconds on the clock. Trunks trying to throw a nade at a distance. There's a help from Abyssum, but I think it's just too late. Why? They finally get together and they finally seemingly will be pushing here for the objective, but is it too late, Chef?
It's one-dimensional. It's all from the front. Trunks does open up space in through Tiki. LG having to collapse onto the point. Purifier comes out. Band able to find the kill just before dropping. That will help hold the front line. But with 5 lives still remaining, all it takes is 1 last break, and Godlike could still do this. A couple of the kills come through. Band still alive with the Purifier, but gets pushed out in towards pool side, but the clock will expire on the play. And you can literally see them having the conversation after the B zone is captured. What do you guys want to do? You want to go play for their spawn? Do we need to go back and play for ours? Do we want to try to cut through mid? And they decide to pick what I would say is the worst option of trying to set up a spawn trap when you don't need to grow the life lead. All you need is a tick of progress, and that late commitment allowed LG a chance to get themselves set up, and now off the break off, straight over towards A goes LG's offense.
And while you were already losing lives as well, it's not like that spawn trap was in their favor when it came down to lives now. They do start great, 3 kills without dropping a single one, a defensive indeed. Now at a distance, as Lure with the Annihilator finds 1, finds 2, Learn going for the 3rd one, misses that shot, goes for the 2nd opportunity, gets it onto Envy, misses again, but the damage has been done. Great start of a round for the side of Godlike. That's barely losing any lives in here. Trunks once again at a distance as Washi's Annihilator, who gets executed by the use of the Hunter Killer drone, and although the decision making was not there on the first round, they start great on the second. Double kill for Envy. LG shaking things up, starting going on Alpha, and now they're moving to B.
This B zone might just be gone. They are fully stacked on top of it. This progression is happening rapidly, and Godlike are going to concede this and set up for an exit. Can they find these kills, though? Because you do have number 3 in yellow, Trunks playing for, again, that same spawn trap in towards Garage. But you have to find the kills first and foremost. Band getting through laundry is massive for LG's exit, and Vague will follow up. So now there's a bit of room to work with here. Battle over towards the spawn. Trunks did this yesterday. Claw is out, and he's got him in a blender. Oh boy, not what you want here. Another player starts to spawn over towards the pool side, and the kills continue to come through for Godlike. It's the Zim trap, baby. It's nasty, it's dirty, it's hard to deal with, and Vague will eventually get LG out of spawn while simultaneously, Band, a huge double over the top of the A zone. LG have 2 members on. Can they find a way to get some help, get some reinforcements? No, Trunks will double up and will go 15 plays 12, 113 on the clock.
The spawn trap was broken, but still not enough. The life still in favor of the Indian team. Godlike at a distance here with the Sparrow by the hands of Abyss. Trying to get a kill, trying to get more damage. Shadow not gonna be impossible. There is the push. Big is gonna be executed, explode, blown into tiny pieces, but the lives are quite close, 10 to 11. The difference is no longer there for the side of Godlike. There's the miss with the sniper shot there for Abyssum, who takes out that garage, tries to go against Band, but that battle is not gonna be a win by him.
Opening kill is big. LG have 2 operators they can spend to try to break this hard point open. Focus back over through kitchen side. Play over towards money window. Prevail only getting 1 of what could have been 2. Flank attempt. Try to get there by Vague, but he's also shut down. So things again come to a bit of a pause. Washi's position will force Godlike to spawn a little bit further out. A couple of meandering kills come over through the front as Trunks is able to turn his attention back towards his favored side defensively. Now all of a sudden, all the focus comes to the front doors. 8 plays up against 6. Band trying to get around the corner, finding the opener. That will stop the clock around 9 seconds. If they can get on, wait, they're not fully on yet. The clock continues to tick away. Now it stops at 7, but it's a 7v5 situation. LG have to hold onto this hard point. Long flank coming out from Prevail. He's going to clear out poolside. Gets the first. Lauren able to find another. Purifier out for Bandit. It gets immediately shut down. Godlike good for their defense. And they'll tie it at 1, only giving away 3 ticks over towards B. I don't think that tick at A ever got fully secured.
Not at all. They were trying to, but the time was just playing against them, and Godlike knew that. Although Tech took that double kill to even the numbers out when it came down to lives, once they took him out, they broke through that barrier and immediately got in front of their opponents to take that round, even numbers out. And now they are once again trying to begin heavy hitting on this round number 3. Now Trunks gonna get executed alongside with his ally Prevail, but there's Neutrino, War Machine in hand. Does he want to push though? Seems like he does.
He's gonna feel obligated to find some damage with this. Band right below him. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. Okay. That was the entire focus for Neutrino. It's like, just don't take myself out of the map. It does come at the cost of the War Machine not finding too much. Vague is still shooting bodies. That guy is just on one today, apparently. But the focus for Godlike continues off spawn over towards this B zone. Second tick being worked on, first already locked. LG largely looks like they're giving away a lot of this. Second tick's gonna get locked in, and LG really haven't made any moves that would lead you to believe they're trying to recontest this. A late play over towards Laundry, but Godlike's gonna come in with a couple of kills, and now Trunks has his second claw out as the transition is on towards A.
They were not thinking about defending Bravo. Let's see how it goes now over on A. Trunks here, Yalgi mentioned, with a claw, gonna find 1 onto Beg, immediately pushing for more alongside with his allies. There's Neutrino, gets the kill onto Band. And that is going to be huge for Godlike, who continues to try to be pushing for the kills. That's right, they do not care about the objective as of just yet. Learn here with the Annihilator, gonna get executed. That's a clean double kill now for Wash.
Another missed opportunity there for Godlike. They had the spawns at least manipulated. I won't say trapped. They force LG to spawn down towards basketball, but they really don't get a chance to use the operators to really make that punishing. Also great awareness from LG, kind of coming back to the play and making sure they clear things out on their side of the map. So everything resets, literally. 18v18, and both teams playing from their respective corners. Envy up top, clears out bedroom, traded away. Godlike now control a bit of presence at pool. Follow up on the Tectonic is good. Here comes the play for Godlike from the front. You still have a member trying to lurk over towards mid, but that's a Bees with a sniper rifle. Vega's anticipating a push, but it's not there. So this equalizer's gonna kind of go empty. And it's a chance for Godlike to stack their Tiki with a couple of kills coming through. They can find their way on towards the A zone to stop the clock, but even trades keep things level. And now all of a sudden Vegas found his way over towards the Godlike spawn.
The man is a showman. I love him right there with that double kill, using that equalizer. But they're strong, so not with an equalizer, but with a Fennec, finding his own double kill to try to break through the side of Bar. Was that a EMP?
EMP. They've been using them a lot this weekend.
Okay, that's gonna be helping them shoot things up. Beg is now gonna be executed at a distance. Hail Mary shots by Envy with the War Machine, takes that kill onto Learn, tries to go for more, has 3 more to go and gets another one into his belt. Now the time will begin to be an issue for Godlike. Tech gonna be defending now with a Sparrow. Godlike trying to go through and with the using of Neutrino's War Machine.
2 seconds on the clock though, and I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to get here to touch in time. Yeah, they're on. Wait, they're able to contest. There's zeros on the clock. Oh, nasty 1v1. I thought the round had just about come to a close, and well, the clock told us it did, but One last little contest with hundredths of a second left. Gave Godlike a chance, but it did force the hand of a lot of operators out of LG. Equalizer out, Sparrow out. I think Annihilator was also popped. Yeah, Band's the only one who's got it, and he's running the Purifier. So an opportunity here for Godlike to come out of spawn with a little bit of an operator advantage, but B's only getting one with the Sparrow. Band getting to work with the Purifier, and that's enough for LG to get on towards B and start earning some progress.
Let's see, broke through, has one. Can he go for two? Right now, he's just defending, making sure that they can safely capture Bravo, and the side of Godlike is gonna do exactly what LG did. Take it. I don't mind. The only one defending over there is going to be Trunks at a distance, but even then, I don't think he actually wants to go for the defense, but rather for the spawn trap. Yet again, look at him, already positioning himself inside of the garage, and I do believe that Godlike are going for it again.
Just going for a pinch, just trying to clean things out, create some space. Good awareness from Trunks, getting the nade out, but oh, it's a smoke. Not quite able to cover his approach back over in towards the LG spawn. Prevail, cleaning things up though on their own defensive side of the map. And that will get things once again reset. 22 plays 21. Lots of time on the clock for LG. And for the first time on their offense, they're not being spawn trapped. So that's good news overall for them. Just comes down to what can they form to try to get a transition over towards A. And they're going to take the long route through Laundry to see if they can get around the backside of this Godlike defense.
And probably use Band as a sort of a decoy in here. Right now, the use of the bread missile to make sure that they know where everybody's at. Takes that kill. Tectonic does as well.
Huge.
And as such, they're going to begin to pitch them back. That's right. They were struggling on offense. Now, they're the ones trying to make them suffer. Big with a push onto Bar. Takes one. Tries to go for the reload. Not going to be possible. Gets taken down at a distance. There's the only player alive. That's Aviso. Gets knocked. And with that, they're inside of the kill. Tectonic tries to defend. Suffers a little pain. Gets killed by Prevail in the side of Godlike, still not managing to kick them out completely.
Good patience though from Godlike. Don't need to do anything too crazy. Wait for your numbers and then re-clear things out cleanly. Band, a problem though. Up top, able to find himself too. Now sneaks in towards window. Coming back towards the fight. He knows he's got Trunks at low HP inside of Tiki, but no, not quite able to find the kill. It's Neutrino with a key triple kill, and Godlike will reestablish control. Vague playing around the back has created opportunities for LG to hit this point from multiple areas of ingress. And you can see what that does. Godlike is going back to re-clear kitchen. They're going to be a little short-handed here in this defense from the front. Vague is playing nothing but distraction, but he gets cleaned out quickly. Now the hit from LG. Quickly on the way towards A. Envy has the opportunity to pull out the War Machine if he thinks there's an opportunity to actually find a way into this zone. Washi out with the Annihilator. Neutrino, hoping he can connect with the War Machine of his own. He does find Envy. Trunks following up. And then the Annihilator may be enough for Godlike to get right back over the top of the zone. 8 plays 6, last chance for LG.
Once again, a bunch of operators are going to be used pretty much at the end of the round here. 25 seconds on the clock, and Luminosity trying to find some sort of opening to at least get the kills, at least get the time. There's the nade kill onto Trunk. Neutrino still trying to hide himself inside of the bar, tries to flip back and forth between the weapons. Now there's Tech with a Sparrow. They break through by Washi. That's 5B, no, 5v4. It all goes down to this. Sparrow on the hands, gonna run out of time. They begin to capture.
It's a 4v4 now. Clock will stop at 11 seconds. LG just need to try to find a way to stay alive. Second tick of progress, getting locked, but Abiz is picking them apart one by one. Prevail around the back. 3v1 situation. Band with the Purifier, trying to be a hero again, but gets shut down before he can escape and get the regen off. We're going around 5.
How many operators was that? 8?
A lot.
It's got to be at least, at the very least 5, probably 6 or 7. But incredible that those two teams just try their hardest, but unfortunately enough there for the Purifier from Band, he did not realize where the shots were actually coming from, and as such, we go to the 5th one, where Luminosity will be on defense, which is going to be key in here. Band finds that kill, immediately pushes for more. They are trying to go for the spawn trap. The one defending over there is going to be Abyss, who gets executed by Band once again. That's a double learn. Gonna make sure that the spawn trap is never to happen, but Big does have this equalizer available.
We have not seen a successful offense yet. Godlike, this still feels like a must-win map if they want to find a way to take down LG. Clock stops with one member on over towards B. Vague able to flush him out. Over the top. Oh, what a double from Vague. Tech, Envy right there with to make sure that the LG defense can continue to keep this very forward line of scrimmage. 25 plays 21. Opportunity still though. Godlike are still stalling the clock with Neutrino. What a gunfight versus Envy. Band now on the hunt. Help is not here yet. But I'll say, Neutrino staying alive as long as he had is massive for Godlike, who couldn't quite get there to assist, but now have a chance to try to flood through mid-map. Vague reads it with the equalizer! Oh, he's able to almost do it all himself! Band, Washi, follow-up, LG, huge life advantage, and the clock keeps on ticking.
And the spawn drop sort of happening right there, but hands up Tectonic, who's holding the inside of Garage, while the remaining are trying to defend over on Bravo. Washi knows that Trunks is in here, gonna get that kill with a jump shot as well, and that is gonna be the flip of strategy by Godlike, who are now pushing towards A. Let's see if they can prevent that rotation on the side of Luminosity. We knew how much they struggled to defend both at the same time. Now there's the use from Prevail. The equalizer in hand, gonna find one, gonna find a double for Trunks there with a claw at a distance. The operator's having a huge impact here tonight.
This is still doable for Godlike. Trunks does get shut down, but Vague traded out. Progress at A is coming, but it's coming very slowly. And Godlike need to make a decision here. Can you reinforce A, or do you try to get the extra 60 seconds over towards B? Abiz by himself. Sparrow out, just trying to find a lifeline. Second tick of progress is going to get secured on the A zone. LG are split. They're playing both sides at the same time. Envy trying to get it done with the War Machine. Not going to work out. Third tick of progress being worked on. The life lead, though, is super significant. 12 playing up against 5. 60 seconds on the clock. No more operators for Godlike. This is it. Last chance saloon. Last lives for every player.
They're trying to make it happen. 5 lives. Cannot die, cannot die, cannot die. That's all they're thinking. But how do we make sure that we can not only stay alive, but actually push for the kills?
So disciplined.
It's going to be complicated. They're all pushing at once. Bay has not been spotted. There's the nade. Goes for the kill. Takes it like it's nothing with the Phoenix. Tries to reposition. Not going to be possible. Gets taken down, but he will respawn.
You have to kind of go quickly here if you're Godlike, but you also have to be very diligent about clearing out the zones. Again, with one tick of progress, all it takes is one good break. But Vague off the respawn will be here to reinforce this defense. Smoke starts to delay things. Tech is hearing a lot, but wait, Lord's got himself an Annihilator. He found himself the first shot. He's going to lead the way. He's clearing every corner. Band up top. He gets 2. No, not going to get the 3rd. That may be enough to hold them back. Last live is up to Abiz. And LG will blow him out with a Sparrow. Oh, a tight map in every single round, but LG get the blessings of a round 5 defense, and that's enough for them to take the map.
GG is all across.
Hardpoint, do or die time for Godlike. No safety of a second bracket. You gotta have it here, you gotta have it now. LG, you chose to find this map in the pool, and here it is. Time to put up or shut up. Let's go. LG spawning in as yellow, Godlike spawning in as blue. 50-50 fights, window to window. Expect LG to have an advantage in the AR battle, but it's Vague who actually cleans things out over towards Rockside. Learn knowing he really can't contest the open side hallway, backs off, and that means that Godlike just have to kind of hunker down and hope that Prevail can stay alive.
Okay, to begin with, Godlike having a great start now. An outstanding defense. Trunks with the double, and I find a triple now onto the kill from MB. Trunks doing an outstanding job. 4 kills already, gets inside of the hill, gets surprised by Big, but quickly revenge frag in favor of Godlike. This fountain has Godlike written all over the place as of right
Huge
now.
start.
Huge start.
Absolutely massive. 23 seconds on the first hard point. We still have 16 seconds to possibly get a little bit extra. This is not common, friends. LG.
You were talking about that difference early on.
Oh yeah, LG at the moment, they're kind of feeling like, wait a second, hold on, what's happening here? Because now they're losing on rotation too, over towards the bottom side of Garage. Does Abiz have a read that LG's just outside water? Oh, Trunks will check for him. Kills come through though for Luminosity. Abiz up top in the corner, just playing his own life, and almost gets to LG. Get the good kills, and now they're in the hard point.
I would say that this kill was the one that Godlike played the best off of Hacienda. Let's see if they do it again. Right now the sponsor now working their way in the side of LG are capitalizing on it. There's going to be the triple, there's going to be the use of the Pred missile, and another double. Envy destroying absolutely everybody on his way. Has the usage of the 100 kill drone that he'll throw at a distance. They are falling like flies at this point. Luminosity has the key part to make the door shut. Put a lock on it and not allow Godlike to have some sort of comfort on the first 30 seconds.
Honestly, this is fine. Overall, Envy's off to a blinder. He's got 9 kills through the first 2 lives. He had the War Machine halfway through P2, plus the Pred missile, and even though the Pred he does hit, the War Machine comes up empty. So when you talk about it, yeah, LG technically come on top of this hardpoint, but it's not as convincing as you might have assumed, considering the War Machine had been earned super, super quick. So now we go to rotation. About an even game, but as fences will open up, Godlike will have a lot of numbers already ready to go in from the high ground, and keep your eye on Prevail. He's already on the flank and be aware of it, tries to take the challenge, but Prevail takes the win. And now it's down to Godlike playing from the high ground, trying to re-aggress inside.
You talked about Trunks, let's also talk about Avism, who's also with 9 kills in here. They're trying to rotate, but Luminosity, ooh, look at that annihilator by Washi. Has it set on. Trunks alongside with Learn. Wanna get inside. The War Machine from Neutrino is gonna end up with a 4-piece for him. Avism to the ground. Trunks still following through now with that claw. The damage is set. The side of Godlike inside. Neutrino with the use of the War Machine. Now the Pred in his hand. He knows where everybody's at. Takes that kill immediately. Will try to go for the next one as he spams a few extra shots with a War Machine. The control is still potentially going to be in Godlike's favor now with the usage of yet another operator.
It's another moment where I'm really impressed with the decisions that Godlike are making and when they want to pop out certain operators. The War Machine, the Claw, the Annihilator all spent pretty darn well right there for GL. Scrap time goes their way. Lead reestablished, but over towards Rock. Tectonic and the rest of Luminosity already have the numbers and a really solid read, or not. Envy had Neutrino dead to rights. Did not make a difference. Kill still comes through. Now we can 50-50 over the top of the hard point. Band, you know he wants to get this Purifier out. If he can find a way to get up top, and yeah, there it is, the mantle over. Able to find himself a double. Taking it towards a little bit more aggression. And rolled up. Let him cook. Band able to get himself 4. Tectonic following up now with the Sparrow as LG have firm control at P4.
You were talking about the operators from Godlike, but what about Band now Tech? Finding a kill into Prevail, going for the double. He knows that he's there, gets it. Like it's nothing. Turns around now with a grab, finds the triple, immediately repositions to get the advantage against the opponents. He knows where they're at, begins to shoot. There's a lot of damage, takes out the Deagle. Thinks that he has to reload, but instead of that, he's gonna throw that 100 killer drone at a distance. Bag with the clean use of the equalizer, doing so much for the team. Not gonna be enough, but the damage was done there for Luminosity.
That is a brilliant trade from Prevail. Again, should have been dead to rights. The new guy in. I'm sure Skull Guy's at home rooting him on hard. And with all that said, we exit the first rotation even. 2-point gap. Godlike, couple of good kills as soon as the hard point opens up. Abiz looking to stay on top of the hard point. A little bit of chaos inside the smoke. And eventually, kills will be there. It just comes at a little bit more laborious than you would have assumed. And Abiz will find himself both inside the hill. Godlike earning more time.
The multi-kills, man, it's just insane now. Abyss has the opportunity to use the Sparrow. I doubt that he's gonna be using it while he's inside of that sticky situation. Eventually gets knocked out by the hands of LG, who are now trying to keep up with Godlike's incredible P1 performance that they had. They have managed to now break through all that, because that would have been really, really detrimental to the way that LG has been playing so far in this game. They make it even, they make it close. There's still 15 seconds left. That Godlike, of course, is not gonna get to go unnoticed. Gonna be some time that they still fight for, but LG still does the same.
A lot of opportunities coming up here for both teams to pop specialists as we head over towards another money hard point here at Garage. In particular, Envy's got himself the War Machine at the ready. On the other side, though, 4 operators ready to go. Neutrino kicking us off with War Machine on the now defensive side, so to speak. Annihilator working with it. This has been a very big focus for Godlike. Every time they've got these two, they're going to use them together. Envy able to counteract, though. War Machine be War Machine. And that's enough. Envy's going to be able to clear the point off completely. Trunks making sure the spawn stays in favor of Godlike, anchoring things down. But does he have to come help the hard point? No, doesn't need to, at least at the moment. Still good focus here from Godlike. But they are getting a little bit split and a little bit caught off guard. LG from the front and back simultaneously have done well. Forces out the Pred, which he bends in for a double. Godlike looking to re-break. Kills looking good. Nothing for LG at the moment in terms of what they can use, because Tectonic takes himself out with the Sparrow. Still a chance for LG to fight. Back and forth, tug of war over the top of the second hill, and finally a flank from Washi will put this one a bit more out of contest as LG will get the scrap.
Tectonic takes himself out in order for the gods to allow LG to keep things under control, and they do. Now they finally find some sort of lead going their way. 13 seconds, that is not the most, but is good. That's exactly what they want to go for. Let's see what response has Godlike in here. Like you mentioned, the rotations has been really clean, but they gotta make sure that, yet again, the defense after that is great as well. Now they're gonna be immediately broken by the hands of Big. Big still alive, gonna find that kill onto Trunks. The side of LG struggling to keep things up, but Big is still managing to survive with a Quadra. Has the equalizer available, on top of that there's a Bread, and that's exactly what we see him use. Finds that kill. That is gonna end with the life of Prevail. Big is still alive, on top of that there's Washi with Annihilator now.
Yeah, really good play by Vague, just keeping his life waiting for help, and help has arrived. Godlike though off the pitch through mid. Still a chance to fight for a lot of time. Vague still alive, still dealing the damage over through 10. Godlike trying to stay in the fight and try to contest, but it's just not working out, and Vague continues to just rip up bodies. Still though, is it too early to be sending some love the opposite direction? Because Godlike are still fighting for this scrap time. 5 seconds is not insignificant in a game that's been this close. And look at the rotation. Godlike already have 3 here. No operators to help them out, but they're gonna be able to open up Rock favorably, and LG, what looked like they're about to run away with the game, are still not up a very large cushion.
As of right now, no one has an operator except Envy there with the War Machine at a distance. Let's see how much value he can take of that. Apparently it's gonna be huge as they take them all out. There's 3 players pretty much inside of the hill, 1 outside trying to help them out. That's Envy, takes a kill, now gets a nade to the face. There's a kill from Bay, goes for the double, doesn't let it damage, but ends up getting taken down, still not enough. The side of Godlike trying to get inside, not possible. Losing little by little, more and more momentum. Godlike struggling like crazy. Let's be reminded, LG are ahead in a 2-1 fight from the overall series.
Washi from the pin, shut down. Godlike still holding on, but they're just inside the hard point, having to respond to wherever LG are coming from. No spawn control, but Trunks trying to feel things out with the claw. And there's the breathing room they need. Vague will shut it down, but largely speaking, this is still fine for Godlike. You don't anticipate getting a ton of time here on the 4th hill. Vague shut down. Again, extra couple of seconds here and there for Godlike. Not bad news as Envy will clean things up, but the focus for Godlike is already on rotation, trying to control the top hallways, sitting over the top of Fountain, and the Bees will kick things off with an opening double.
And back we go to the P1 rotation. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what impact could have this time around. The first one was for Godlike. On the second for LG right now. LG has the lead of about 30 or so seconds going their way, and they'll try to increase that. Of course, the side of Godlike has a few operators that they can try to use to prevent LG from getting any further ahead in there. There's gonna be a lot of explosions. Envy getting knocked out with that double kill by Abyssal, who gets executed by Vague. There's a push from Vague through the smoke, trying to stay alive. 30 seconds ahead. They're trying to increase that as we speak. Big managing to survive every single time that we see Big just causing chaos inside of those smokes.
Still though, kills for Godlike good. Trunks really starting to catch some heat, 33 kills for him. Keeping more than pace of what Vague's been able to do to this point. But Washi and Envy definitely finding a lot of success here for the AR line of LG. Tech down low, a little bit caught inside Arches. Not really an opportunity for him to do too much, but at least his squad still keep their focus nice and controlled over the top of the hard point. They'll break past 200 points first, but tally the status of the minimap. Godlike in control of the hard point as it will open at Garage, but they do not have the driveway spawns. Or maybe they do. Hold on a second. You've got Neutrino who spawns up, and Envy does not anticipate that whatsoever, and why would you? Washi does secure the trade, and now here come the rest of Tribe. Annihilator gets whipped out. Prevail taking the equalizer to the front door. I don't think they realize LG spawning behind them, but the pitch is good from well. Neutrino gets a double. Tech from the front keeps the hard point open. 192.03. Tech catches the War Machine nade to the face. And that's enough for Godlike to get right back in. Can they hold though? Do they get a read on the spawns? Luminosity spawning behind, and Neutrino seems to have it figured out. Godlike in and over 200 points.
The operator fight is just insane right now. They are fighting head to head, toe to toe. In here, Van has the opportunity to eventually use that purifier. In here does not need it whatsoever. The Fennec is more than enough to take down Trunks, and as such, we're gonna see how Learn tries to still cause them terror. There's the double. But not a triple, still managing to survive. There's Washi with his own double for himself. Scrap time to the side of LG. That's going to be 217, 206 in favor of LG. We're going to be late to the party though.
Godlike has a good setup, but the problem is the hard point's going to open and Tech is going to be behind them. Godlike need to deal with number 2 in yellow. Good hold from Prevail from the front. Stops the most of LG from hitting. They do clean up Tech behind the play. Abyss with the Sparrow out. Godlike, a chance to reclaim the lead, and Neutrino continues to find kills. Washi with the Annihilator from the front. LG, split spawn. Do they get a read on this? Numbers looking good for the team in yellow as Vague continues to find a lot of success with the equalizer through 10. Now it's up to Godlike from the front. 220, 220. Godlike finding kills. Band following up though with the purifier. Able to find himself again. More control at 10. 21 seconds left. Neither team can win here.
Triple kill down there for Neutrino, double for Prevail, cleaning absolutely everybody on the side of LG, and Godlike all of a sudden has the control. There's still 10 seconds left, and Ben knows that. That's more than enough to cost there on the hearts of LG. There is the control. There's gonna be one more that could be the last one, but Godlike are far ahead, and that's exactly what they need. But LG is seemingly gonna get there first into the hands of Washi.
Big kills from LG. It's gonna be a photo finish. Godlike split spawn. Does LG get a read on this? No one has an operator. It's just down to who's flat out better. And Faye gets a double. Neutrino, a late war machine. Can he clear out the hard point? Not able to connect yet. He's trying to mantle. He's trying to get up to help his teammates clear this zone out. 241, 238. LG still finding kills. Ab's only able to get one. There's the follow-up trade. Envy spamming it down. LG have a chance to put it away. Contest comes through. Neutrino able to get himself a double. Late war machine for Envy. Only gets one. Godlike can still win. 242, 242. They've got control. You've got Lurn. He's got an operator left. They just need 2 more seconds. Tech, can you clear it? No, he can't. Let's go to Meltdown.
Oh, look at the hype. Look at their faces. Look at the way they celebrate. They've done it. It was not easy. LG got ahead of
Still at the ball. Godlike have to take down the heavy world champ favorite in LG's God roster. Let's see what we got. It's Meltdown map 5. Let's get it on.
Let's get right into it. All right, seems like offense are gonna go first for LG, and that's exactly what they like. Look at that push, but the need is there to prevent Ben from pushing any further. There's Big, also with the usage of the R90. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, Big is at it again. Envy takes the opportunity to plant that bomb. There's gonna be now 45 seconds on the clock as Godlike now tries to go for the retake.
This is all about just Tech get a good read on this. Oh, he just needed to find the information. Vague has to reposition with this R9.
He's got to
He has to pick the right doorway with this, and he may have guessed correctly here. Shotgun up towards middle. He's been seen. First shot lands. He sneaks away. Fake not quite able to double down. Retake on the way. Shot misses by Washi. Trade's good for Godlike. And Trunks is going to let him know. First round goes the way of Godlike on the retake.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. All that body shooting. They know what they're doing, and they made it happen. I gotta say that a couple of unfortunate moments for LG as they were not able to capitalize on that really clean bomb plan. And I think a part of it could be that nade. You know, I think that threw them off a little bit.
Yeah, the nade landing at mid-map gives Godlike the ability to make that quick rotation safely through mid. And then on top of that, if Vega's going to try to commit to this shotgun, he's going to have to pick correctly where he wants to use it. And how about Lurn? He says, you want to play with shotguns? I got you. Prevail, pushing through. Maybe overheating a touch, but still finds the kill needed. Washi now by himself. And he's not going to go anywhere. Oh my, Godlike not letting LG start this thing off in the same way they did firing range.
24 seconds off a round. You said it perfectly. You want to use the shotgun? Let me show you how to use the shotgun as they go so fearlessly from mid deeply onto the enemy side and take those kills. And they are going to get the perfect read as they all begin to try to defend over on Bravo. There's going to be a push there from Abyss. Gets the kill, gets taken down. There's going to be now the 3-for-1 trade in favor of Godlike, who gets another one. The side of LG getting completely obliterated. Big gets the answer back onto Neutrino, but I don't think that's going to be enough as they are all collapsing onto him at once. Godlike are making it rain onto the LG, the biggest target of the tournament.
I love this. Godlike says, I don't give a rat's rear end what your record looks like on Meltdown. We're just going to slap you right in the face. And LG have to make an adjustment here. That's 3 straight rounds where they've tried to overwhelm and stack things as at least 4, and they're still going to make this play happen. Trophies go down, a lot of trophies go down. Nade's behind it. Prevail, what a slide shell, doesn't quite get away. Vega able to at least go 1-for-1. Envy with the quick plant. Godlike, do you try to contest this? Nade's over the top. Not quite going to find the kill. So now it's down to the retake, and Lurn will sneak through the smoke to at least open the door. Follow up from Trunks, long range shots, beautiful. 3v2, Envy and Washi playing right on top of one another. Envy over the top of the heady. Does find the first elimination, leveling the terms to a 2v2. Neutrino provides the trade, just down to Washi. Pistol out, has the sniper in his back pocket. First shot lands, second, no! And how about a Bees? Says thank you for the shotgun, I'll pick that up, make good use of it, it's a quick 4-0.
Do you think that Godlike baited this situation to happen?
Very well may have.
They
Very
are
well may
reading them like an open book. It's as if they knew exactly what was going to happen on the opponent's mind. 4-0 Godlike dominating this game of search and destroy. Now the side of LG could be falling onto a similar situation that what we saw in the first search and destroy.
Godlike staying aggressive, and look at the patience from LG. They're just staying in spawn. Doesn't make a difference though. Prevail able to find himself to keep his life. Trades are decent for LG. This is all Nixie. We're not even playing Search and Destroy, we're playing TDM right now. Tech and Washi, last two left for LG. They need this round, and Prevail is all over them. Tech now last one left. Red by a Bees. Godlike 5-0 up.
They gotta be happy with themselves, but that's still not the end of the road. They got 5, they need 2 more. They need to try to make it happen. The side of LG is struggling like we've never seen them struggle before in the semifinals game. Ladies and gentlemen, India are here to stay as they all begin to push on the side of Alpha. Triple with a nade. Prevail gets the knock. All of a sudden, Tech is the only one alive. It takes a double kill, but it's not enough. Learn is gonna finish him up with the gloves. What in the world is going on? Someone please help me to understand. This doesn't make sense. India are one single round away from the grand finals.
LG stunned right now. We swapped the sides. How do you come out of spawn and think you have to win 6 in a row? Godlike, heavy-handed towards B. Band playing through mid, has snuck behind the majority of this play. Learn. Gets a read on it, wants the challenge! Oh! With the shotgun, are you kidding? Bomb planted! Godlike looking for the flawless meltdown! Luminosity trembling, scared to make a move. How do you open this up? Trade comes out. Prevail holding the front door!
They done it!
It's perfect! And Cinderella stays in the tournament! The heavy favorites slapped out in top 4.
Wow, what a moment. What a moment, let him have it there.
A picture that needs no words. India for the first time make it to the top 8, and now a chance for family to win a championship. And what a display they put on. Everyone in the venue is like pulling hair out right now. No one knows how to react.
I certainly do not. I certainly do not. I think we've heard it all weekend long. Godlike did their job, and they did it really, really smart. They've been working for over a year now. They have beaten the questionably before this tournament best team.
Didn't even bother looking at India, saying that they came out. There was a lot of talk last year about is there actual potential here, and then India got blasted in 2022. But this year, this Godlike team, in a region where, again, it's hard to evaluate how strong they were going to be because they didn't lose a map to anybody, including the other team representing the region in Vitality. But for them to make roster changes in the face of just complete mystery and see Prevail go 10-3,
5-1.
He filled in like 2 weeks ago. Unbelievable resilience from Godlike. I can't believe what we just watched.